you're doing well. So today we're going to be doing a chit chatty video while I style this wig. This wig is from Rpgshow wig. It already came this colour. It's 22 inches, 180% density, but knowing me, I did add a couple more tracks just to give a bit more volume. I might still add some more in here somewhere, but what I literally just did was to spray with some dry shampoo to give it a bit more volume and brush it forward. But anyway, I will show you how I curl it, and I will be answering some questions, having a little chit chat with you guys. I did ask you on my stories what topics you'd like me to discuss, so I won't answer everything in this video because I want to do another chit chatty video, so I will probably kind of like split it up. But yeah, this hair, pretty good. Pretty good. Really holds a curl. The lace was so, like, it was literally transparent lace, and with my trusty wig guru I was able to dye it to the right shade that I wanted. This is Caramel Frappe, and it was really good to go. It's supposed to be like chocolate brown with like these like honey gold, honey blonde bits around the bangs. I don't know if it's really showing it to you properly. I've been trying to get it right, but yeah. Chit chat about some topics right now that's kind of going around social media, and I just thought I'd give you my views on them, so I hope you enjoy. And yeah, let's get straight into the video. Got my little wig cap on. This is the wig. Looks like this. Every Rpgshow wig comes in the box like this. You get like the wig bag thing, the name of the wig, and just some more information and stuff. You also get a wig cap, but this is a little bit lighter than what I've got on. This one is a lot closer to my actual like scalp, so I will put the name of the wig in the description. It comes like this. It has like a little elastic band with a little attachment thing, so I've attached it to the last clip so it's tight, and also has like a comb in the back as well. So it kind of already came styled, but I've kind of brushed it out just so I can, you know, do it again. And also this is their 200% density, which is kind of still quite thin for me. So I decided to dye some of my old like tracks, like my dark hair, and got some light brown to add. So I probably added like about 5 lines to this. Still not as full as I would usually have it, but we are going to curl it, so hopefully it is a lot fuller. Does anybody else put on their wigs like this? I feel like everybody tilts their head and does this. I just feel like it's just a bit much. I'd rather put it on like this. Does anybody else do it this way? Please let me know, because I feel like I'm probably the only very few that do this. Also, I have also tinted the lace. I use the WIGGURUS lace tint. This is Caramel Frappe. I kind of sprayed Caramel Frappe and a bit of the Mocha one. Mocha, yeah, I got the bigger bottle. Mocha's actually run out, so I kind of mix depending on like what I feel like. So it was customized, but I did go in a little bit to customize a little bit more. As you can see, I don't know if I did a good job, but we'll see. So we are going to try and style this hair while I do a little bit of a chit chat with you guys. I haven't chatted with you guys in a while, so yeah, let's do that. Okay, so I did get quite a few questions and like chit chat topics. We have a few to get through. I'll try, because I actually want to do another video, so I probably won't answer every question in this video. I'll probably save it for the next video. Okay, just literally going through different things. Would you ever consider Botox or filler? I'm thinking about it. I've never really thought about Botox. I don't feel like I need it. You never know what might happen, you know, in the future, but hasn't really been a thought of my filler. Probably not on my face. I always want to ask, what do you do with all your wigs? Because I never see you wear them again. I do actually save all my wigs. Sometimes I do use them, like just like for this hair, for instance, I needed some more bundles. So if it's a really old wig, I probably just like cut the bundles out of the wig and attach it to a new wig. So yeah, I do tend to save them. I still have my other colored ones too. I mean, when I need it, right now obviously I like to change my hair a lot, so when I need it I will bring them out again. Yeah, so I still have them. I'm just gonna cut the majority of the lace off just so I can like position it in the right place. I tend to cut my lace in a zigzag direction just so that it's very like uneven, makes it look more natural. It's actually very hard to do. Trying to chit chat and do this at the same time, it's actually quite a bit of a task, but we're going to try and do this. Advice to yourself in your early 20s, I would say be patient. Everything's gonna come at the right time. It's all a process. There might be things that might be going on you might not understand, but it will all work out in the end. What are your thoughts on Spac Nation drama? Okay, so for those who are not from the UK, there is a lot going on over here. Spac Nation. Okay, so let me explain who or what Spac Nation is. Spac Nation is a group of people who claim they're a church, but they've been under a lot of like scrutiny right now because there's a lot of mess going on. There's been a lot of people exposing people from that place. Basically, they're posing as a church. I don't believe they're a church. I believe that what they're standing for is nothing to do with Christianity or faith or salvation. They are literally trying to recruit young, impressionable people to join their little movement, aka cult, and just exploiting them and taking money from them. All I hear is just money, 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 giving, sowing a seed. Till this day, I don't know where the seed is going to. They talk about sowing seed, you know, giving, you know, and then you become successful if you give so and so and so. After a while, you see results, you see success. A lot of people, when I first heard about Spac Nation, you know, there's a lot of glam and flashiness to that church, which isn't what Christianity is about. And just lately, they've been under like just a lot of people have been exposing them, which was like whether they be ex-members who have been, you know, who have been frauded or who have been conned out of money. So all I hear from all these so-called pastors, first of all, what Bible school or what theological school or theology school did you go to? Because how are you a pastor? Who ordained you? Everybody has become a pastor. You cannot have 50 pastors in one church. It doesn't make any sense. You can't just give that title and just assume it means something when you have no knowledge of what that actually involves. And it gets me so mad. I've been watching this YouTube channel called The Exposer, who has been literally exposing every single person under that, you know, that church. You know, specific people who are like ex-criminals. There's someone called Miriam Mula or whatever, who literally has like a few girls under her living in the house, and she's basically saying, you know, you have to give me your money, and he keeps saying sowing. I'm recruiting soldiers for what? What are you fighting for? Nobody's saying where this money is going to. You're getting young people to open accounts, overdraft accounts, and basically they're trying to make it seem like they're helping the community, the younger generation, by bringing them off the streets and bringing them to a place where it's safer, but using the word to mask their fraud. You know, so all these guys and girls who just know nothing about what the faith is, who are just non-wiser, would literally believe these people, and their tactics are even a lot more questionable. It's very aggressive, very controlling, and there's no church. I have grown. My whole life I've grown in the church. My dad's a pastor, a legit pastor, so I know what it's all about. I know how it all works. And when it comes to giving, you know, whether it's offerings or tithes, it's you give what you can. There is no, you know, specific rule book that says you have to give a certain amount of money. I'm hearing that if you go into that church, like you won't leave that church without putting down at least £200 in the offering basket. Like, I've been so curious to go and see what actually goes down, because do they actually have services? Do they have a sermon? Do they have Bibles? Do they have praise and worship? What are they actually talking about? Can anyone actually recite a Bible verse? I have not heard any single person talk about a Bible verse in the entire time I've known about this Spac Nation business. Like, I watched this Mariam character. I feel like she's possessed. I feel like she's demonic, and she is, the way she's even talking to these people, like, what kind of pastor who claims they love, you know, their followers, their daughters, talks like this? Very rude, very aggressive, very gangsterish. Like, I understand they're trying to appeal to the younger generation by how they speak, but this is not right. And like, it's so aggressive. You know, you're getting these people to open, like, how does it even make sense? You're getting people to open bank accounts to give you money. So, you know, sowing seed. All I keep hearing seed, giving, money, cash, your salary, your wages, telling them that no, everything you do belongs to her. And it's like, what? And these poor, defenseless, you know, little young teenagers and young men and women have no idea that this is all false doctrine. There's no scripture to back whatever they're saying. They're leading these people, getting people in debt. How are you going to get people off the street into more crime and fraud? And then when they realize that whatever they're putting their money into, they're not getting what they want back, they're going to go back onto the street. So who are you really helping? It just gets me so mad how they're getting away with it. Obviously right now there's a lot of like investigations going on. There's Pastor Toby, whoever his name is. Who ordained you? He's not a pastor. You know, living all this, making it seem like Christianity is about, you know, being flashy and having all those cars and everything. And it's like, that's not what it is. There's no mention about faith, no mention about salvation. You're talking about bringing these souls and bringing these young people out the streets to do what? Are you saving them? Are you giving them the word? What is the word? What are you actually feeding them besides, if you're not making money, don't talk to me, you know, give £1,000. You're literally bullying these little kids out of the little money that they have to go out and do anything they can to get this money. And that's not right. How are you getting people to open bank accounts? I don't know any other church who does this. An offering, giving, is whatever you can, you know? You can't just... And then when you even hear these people speak, you can tell that they're even exposing themselves. Like, they're opening accounts and opening businesses and closing them down within days or within weeks. Does it not strike you as dodgy? You know? So, like, I really want people who are considering joining that church, please open your eyes. Please watch these videos on YouTube, because a lot of them are coming out now. Even a lot of people that I even know, like I didn't even know, go to that church, and they're trying to recruiting. That's not what it's about. It's not what it's all about. Like, I want to slap these people. How have they been able to get away with it? You know, please be aware of false doctrine. Please be aware of all these fake pastors who don't even know the first thing about the Bible, or what Christianity is about, or what the faith is about, or what salvation is about. They're trying to get money from all these kids and young teenagers to fund their lifestyle that does nothing to glorify God in the slightest. Like, I don't understand. And if you're out here giving money willy-nilly, I mean, I can't really have much sympathy for you if you're not even using some common sense as well. Like, where are the parents of these kids? How are they even allowed to open these accounts and give all this money? Like, don't even know where the money is coming from. You know, like, it just gets me mad. I hate the way there's a Mariam Mullah, whatever her name is, Mariam Mullah. I hate the way she talks. Like, it's like, I don't care about the girls. I don't care, you know. I watched one earlier that said, oh, I have one of my girls, her mum's blind. I don't care, you know. Are you bringing money? Are you sewing? Are you giving seed? Like, gets me so mad. And these are all ex-convicts. She's been like convicted like 34 times, been arrested so many times in 3 different countries, and this is who you're letting to be your pastor. The way she even talks. No person who claims to care about their sheep, their flock, would even talk to you in that such a condescending, aggressive, controlling manner. the time is coming. They will eventually crumble. What I'm scared of are the people who are following them, who have no idea what's going on, and once they disappear, what would they do? They're going to turn back to crime. They're going to go back to where they originally came from, and it's like, I just feel so sorry for them. Who's going to be there to look after them and, you know, guide them when all this blows over? Pastor Toby should be arrested. Everything should be taken away from him. He needs to get everyone's money back, because, like, only God is the only person who can grant you, you know, the desires of your heart. But at the same time, you can't just assume the money's going to come from nowhere without you know, working for it. Like, go and get an actual job. Like, I don't understand. Why is there no mentorship for actually how to make money the right way, not taking it off these kids? You're telling me that these girls who live with you are working every single day, and they have to answer to you. They have to give you their wages, their salary. What are they left with? What do they get in return besides the abuse that you seem to be, you know, shouting across? Like, I don't get it. How would you even listen to someone like that? That's the devil talking. She is devil incarnate. Everything that isn't of God will eventually crumble. That's all I will say. It will eventually crumble. And I cannot wait to see that happen. Slowly but surely, it will happen. You know, people are getting shook now, you know? Like, oh wow, like, didn't think it was gonna happen. I feel like they haven't been exposed all this time because people have been scared to say something because everyone is just moving like a gangster. Like, if I speak, I'm gonna get rushed, you know? What kind of church is that? No, but that's just common sense. What kind of church makes you feel unsafe or makes you feel scared to open your mouth? That just sounds like a cult to me. That's not a church, it's a cult. Every time I see it, I just want to swing for someone. I just want to swing for someone. Like, it gets me so irate. Like, I have been in the church all my life. I know nothing other than that. And to see everything just all backwards and just capitalized, because a lot of people, you know, they would listen to men and women of God because they see them as like this authoritative figure. You know, God has spoken to them, so they must mean what they say. It must be making sense. When if you have no idea what the scripture actually says, I feel like the only word they know is seed. That's all they know, seed. In word, what's the word? I haven't heard a single word. I'm gonna use a old toothbrush to try and glue this, but kind of like, don't know if it's perfect, but it's gonna have to do for now. This will also secure the hairline. Using old pair of tights just to let that set. How is your dating life going? And it's so funny because you know, like, I don't talk about like my private love life, but it's going good. You know, back in the dating scene, it's so weird when you just used to, like, I don't know, it's feel like it's been so long doing it all again. I actually joined one of those like dating apps, not Tinder, definitely not Tinder, but Hinge, which is pretty good because Hinge you can like narrow down what you want, the age group, is he Christian, is he black, does he smoke, does he have kids, you know, so I narrow all those stuff down. It makes it easier. And you met a couple of people. I mean, I've come across a couple of people from there. So yeah, it's weird. Like, at one point I was just like, you know what, I give up. Like, I can't be bothered anymore. Everybody's just trash. But you're just gonna have to get yourself out of your comfort zone. But that's all I'm gonna say. Like, when I feel like there's anything to really talk about, I will let you guys know. But for now, I'm gonna keep that close to my heart. Dating is horrid. Any advice? Just, I don't know, just give it a chance, you know. I feel like I had a lot of, obviously from my past relationship, I have a lot of expectations now. Like, I just cannot settle for anything less. I felt like during that time I was like, well, you know, not everyone's perfect, you know, give them a chance. But some people cannot be helped. Some people are just not, you just can't do it. Don't sell yourself short, you know. Some people are not meant to even date because they have a personality disorder. Look at that. Personality disorder that just does not It's not conducive for relationships, aka narcissist. You cannot date a narcissist and be whole. Be more assertive. It is okay to date more than one person. I feel like with me, whenever I in that dating scene, I tend to put all my eggs in one basket, and then when it doesn't work I get upset. But you need to just it's okay to, you know, talk to multiple guys and get a feel of everybody. Keep them all in the friendship stage. You know, take your time. Don't start jumping into labels, you know, because once you do, you now start giving yourself an excuse for, you know, and you're trying to be like, oh, well, now I'm in a relationship, I have to make it work. And honestly, you don't. Do you make yourself happy? Set your paces. If guys can do it, talk to different girls all at once, why not? Why can't we do it? It's so hard to tell who's legit, but sometimes just go out of your norm. Me joining a dating app was one of the last things I never thought I'd do, but where's my hairbrush? Oh, people meet on Insta, on Snap, and start dating. So what's so different about an app? You know, give it a try. Give it a chance. You can talk to multiple guys and not feel bad about it, you know, as long as you're not dating. And when I say dating, like in a relationship with multiple guys, I mean, do you, people do whatever they want. I'm not your guru, but like, just do what makes you happy. It's time for us to take control of our lives and our relationships and not rely on guys to dictate what goes on. Luxury self-care treatments you enjoy. I feel like I don't do enough facials, you know. I feel like once you start doing facials, you can't go back. I have had a few in the past, but like I haven't been consistent. I am actually due to get another one. Battery's about to die. And I feel like, yeah, I need to do more of those. Can you imagine? I had my first massage like a month ago. Like, I'm 31 years old, I've never had a massage. Like a professional massage. Like, it was so relaxing, so nice, and I'm like, I have to continue doing this. Self-love, self-confidence. I feel like this is definitely like a really big topic as well, especially like in this day and age. You know, there are a lot of things obviously we have insecurities about. Everybody in this entire world is insecure. There's no one person that isn't. When people throw that word around, they forget that that's what makes you human. There are a lot of things we might not be happy about. Obviously, everyone deals with their insecurities differently. Some people a lot more, even more vocal or less vocal, or don't care, or can channel it in a different way. And some people are just, I don't know, struggling and need people around to kind of help and motivate them. But at the same time, I don't feel like you can rely on people for something like that comes from within. I can do this, I can achieve this. Like, our health should come first, our happiness should always come first, you know, before anyone else's. You can't rely on people for your happiness. And sometimes, you know, I would say I struggle with this when it came to relationships. Like, are you happy in yourself? If this person wasn't around, can you still function? Can your day still go on without, you know, their input? Does your feelings revolve around them, how they make you feel, you know? And that was what happened a lot with me too. Like, you know, when I get so sad because of so-and-so person, it would affect my work, affect my day. I couldn't work, I couldn't do other things. Meanwhile, I know for a fact this person is enjoying their day. Like, self-love, self-confidence, and mindset, you know, and it doesn't mean, oh, everything's great about you. It just means, like, even your flaws, even your imperfections, you are accepting them. You're accepting of them despite what anyone says, despite what the society is trying to make seem like the ideal. I am amazing, I am beautiful, I am great. You know, when you turn off your social media, all these comments disappear. Everyone forgets that social media is a choice. You can choose to read, you can choose to follow, you can choose to let these things, this even on, you can choose to let these things affect you, or you can just turn it off. Obviously, you know, having thick skin, having confidence in yourself isn't an overnight thing. Some people are born with it, some people require, you know, years and years of practice and years of just going through things to realize, you know. So don't feel like, oh, this person has gotten there quicker than you, or this person is at a better stage than you and you're still going through things. Take your time. It's your own journey, it's your own self. No one's in charge of that. The word of the mouth is so important. They can really shape and change your outlook on life. If you keep on, confessing negative and keep on feeling this negative vibe, it will take over your life. Out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. Like, just daily affirmations are so important. Like, they can really shape your day. If it means like writing it on a board or something and just reading it out to yourself every day, every morning, like, it can make you feel so much better. Just simple words, simple sentences, simple quotes to yourself can honestly make you feel much better, you know. And just don't let anybody else's opinions, your opinions of me, it's none of my business. Like, I'm the kind of person who I'm not someone who goes with the masses. I have my own, I think for myself. It might not always gel with the popular opinion, but like, I feel like being authentic really pays off. It might not be as quickly as, the other people, but it always does. And I feel good about myself. I know that I'm not trying to be like anybody else. I'm not trying to conform to anything just so I can be part of the popular crew or to be liked, if that makes sense. If you're doing things just to be liked, you'll always be unhappy. My opinion on Instagram removing likes. Right, I definitely think Instagram has no care whatsoever about mental health. This is definitely not a mental health strategy to help anyone. It is all business minded. They are trying, basically, because of the likes being removed, they're now going to try and use ads. We have to now use ads to, like, sell ourselves and get ourselves more exposure, So the good and bad side of the removing likes. It's hard sometimes when you follow other, Instagrammers who are probably doing better, like, their likes are a lot better in the pictures, so that you feel like, oh my gosh, why aren't my pictures doing so well? Sometimes it just depends on the number of followers they have, but sometimes some people have less followers than you and just they're hitting really good likes, and their pictures are basically when you're out here like 7 in the morning trying to shoot in the cold, in the rain, in the London streets. Like, you guys don't know the effort behind these pictures, packing suitcases to go and shoot in London somewhere on the street, So I feel like it would benefit those who feel slightly discouraged about posting or they feel like, oh, their numbers are not hitting well. At the same time, I feel like it will definitely make engagement more, like, much less. Would I want to tap a picture now that I know that I can't see it? I would only want to do it if it's like a friend of mine or someone I really, really follow, I really support. But the fact that after a while we'll get used to not seeing those numbers that you wouldn't want, you're gonna continue scrolling. Brands now like to get screenshots of your insights, not just you saying, oh, I get so and so reach or engagement. They want to see a screenshot. So Instagram user still gets to see these figures. It's just not public. So when it comes to working with brands, we just have to make sure that our pictures are banging enough for people to still want to engage. So I don't know if it's going to be extra work now than before, but I know that people were more likely to post whatever they want because they know that they won't be, I don't know. Because I read somewhere, someone said that the people were more likely to post what they want without feeling, feeling weird about it. But at the same time, you can still see the likes. You can still see them on your own private account. So the pressure of seeing other people's likes will be gone because you won't be doing that comparison thing. But if there's now less engagement on your pictures or whatever, wouldn't that still make you feel much worse? Because although nobody can see it, you can. It would have been good if we couldn't see it either. Do you get what I mean? So on the mental health side, it can still be a bit disheartening, but at least visually you can't compare to like the other Instagrammers who might be hitting the likes a lot better than you are. I don't know, it's a weird one. I don't know whose idea. Well, it's definitely not a mental health thing. It's all the business. I'm gonna spray this curls. I feel like I'm just gonna brush it out. But yeah, I feel like the hair is pretty good. They have really good lace. I haven't even talked about the hair, but like, the only thing I would change is probably how, like, the option to add a bit more density to the wigs, because some people actually like full hair like me, and I might even add some more. Honestly, I added quite a bit to the back because it was quite thin. I don't know if I have a video showing you what it looked like before I added the extra bundles, extra tracks, sorry. But I'm usually a four bundled girl. So yeah. The KERACARE styling wax stick is such a lifesaver. So if you get like really bad like frontals or bad tracks, bad bundles that have a lot of flyaways, just use this. It honestly just makes everything like stay down. But yeah, so that's pretty much it, guys. I hope you liked the video. I hope you liked my little chit chat section of the video. I'm gonna literally try and reshape this off camera, but yeah, usually with the bangs you have to like get it right, and there's like there are these two gold bits that right now, because of how I gelled it, it's not quite even. It's kind of bugging me a little bit, but you can kind of see it. There's meant to be these two gold bits, like golden like blonde bits going across. I'll put all the information about the wig in the description box as well. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys.